Hey there, Gemini. Hope you are doing well. We're going to check in with your energies and see what is happening and how we can support your journey right now. This is for Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising. If we haven't met, I'm Jamie, and this is Soulvine Guidance. So we are doing zodiacs, all zodiac signs weekly. And if you have water in your chart or want to check out Pisces, overall, we do those daily. So, what is going on, Gemini? If you want to learn more about the channel, how we can support your spiritual journey, anything about the decks, and just cool stuff we do, feel welcome to check out the links below. Alrighty, beauties and handsome fellas that may be here. Let's check out what is going on. I'm liking it. So we've got attached, the sun, and caring connections. So whether this has been or something that you might be going through right now here, Gemini, is that there could be a situation that you just don't want to let go of. But I think there's like an energetic tie, like some form of deep connection. But at the same time, like a choice, like you don't want to let go. You're not ready to let go. And we have to be ready. We have to figure it out on our own. Like sometimes it can take a little bit of time. There's not like sometimes just a clean break and energetically it's like, hey, you just cut it off. I mean, that's maybe for some that happens, but usually if it's been a significant connection, there's some still form of attachment. And I feel this could be potentially what is happening. But once you release this, once you kind of make a choice, and again, this could just be an energetic thing, like doing a cutting cords, meditation, or journaling and just finally releasing it, whatever works for you. There's kind of bliss on the other side, but we don't know that, right, when we're in it. We want to believe there is, but that's also sometimes its own challenge, its own hurdle. But I feel what happens here for you, Gemini, is that you make a cut, you make a break, you do your thing, and you're kind of like, you know what, I got to let this go. I've been trying, I've been showing up, I've been loving them, I've been hoping and believing. Like it could just even be a situation, a loss of job. I feel like there's just been some form of change. It could be a friendship, it could be a family member. There's some situation, some outcome, some belief that you're really holding on to, stuck in. But even if that energy, like the situation may not be physically be here, energetically you're still tied to it, okay? So like I said, on the other side, you've got the sun. Things are shining. It's like you've healed. The sun is healing energy. You've healed. You've connected back into your emotions. And you're just feeling in a very beautiful place. And what I love with this is sometimes when you let go of things, it gives space for things to work. It gives space for things to reconnect. It gives space to call in what it is that we actually want. So it's all going to be different for you, this for your story and for your journey. For some of you, like I said, you could be reconnecting with a person. You could reconnect with a new person or a new situation that has significance to what it is that matters to you, what has meaning to you. And I feel like this is what potentially is occurring by letting go. And a lot of us, we go through this, that sometimes we just don't want to let go of something. And then we're like, okay, let go, and then all of a sudden this vortex opens and all this other stuff just comes on in, or what we actually wanted comes in. And I sometimes even need to listen to that too. But like always, sometimes things are just easier said than done. But that's what Spirit wants you to know, my loves. All right, diving a little bit deeper on what is happening here. So we've got the 10 of Inspiration, the 2 of Voices, whoopsies, the Queen of Materials, okay, and then the 10 of Material. So Gemini, What I feel, and when I say what I'm feeling, that's like, spirit connecting in, what they're sharing, what they're connecting me to. I'm a feeler, but I get visions, okay? So a lot of the time I can feel things in my body. Usually I can tell when someone has anxiety. I can feel when, if I'm doing body work on someone, where they're holding their tension and where it's connected to. So just to explain a little bit on how I channel and my gifts, but I also get visions. So I'm a feeler and I'm a visionary. Is that what you call it? Anyway, whatever it is, it's me sharing for you to help you on your path and journey. So again, just take what resonates. If it doesn't, check out your other zodiac signs in your chart. But kicking on in here on what is connecting is that there's some burden that you've been feeling. Like I said, there's some chains that need to be broken. There's something that just needs to be let go of, which is really going to free yourself. But I think a part of this letting go is like you have to then make a choice of what you're going to do next. And I feel like you feel safe where you are now, even in the burden, even in the heaviness, even in the situation that you may be feeling. It's like, oh shit, I have to step away. Oh, I have to make a change. And sometimes we can get comfortable or okay with where we're at because we don't know what's on the other side. For some of you, you might have to be moving home. Some of you might have to be, sitting at home, not sharing things with someone. It could be, not having that best friend to call up. It could be, shit, I need to start a new job. I don't want to look for a new job. Whatever it is, that there's something that you're attached to on what you believe the outcome should be or where you feel comfortable. And you just don't want to make a change here, Gemini. But there is a decision that needs to be made. And I feel like you're going to make it if you haven't already, to step up, step into yourself and actually claim back your shine and who you are. And with this sun energy, what you're going to start seeing on the other side of this is you stepping into your power of your own stability, of your own successes, and doing what you need to do. But you're very connected to your intuition as part of this and leading the way in like this really powerful force with this Queen of Materials energy. I feel like you're very connected to what steps you need to take to gain that stability that you're seeking and the success, whether this is, again, your career, whether this is like your home life, whatever it may be. And what you will find here, because we're getting the caring connections and the 10 of materials. So this is really showing up here for you of being connected to something that makes you feel whole, that makes you feel happy, that makes you feel home. But one that's very stable and connected is what I feel here. There's one that like you're leading the path, and then there's one that you're in connection with people is what I'm getting here. So there could be someone new coming on in for some of you, if that is what you're seeking. But then there could be a strengthening and a healing when it comes to a current dynamic. This can relate differently, but in addition to that, this could also be a new offer and opportunity, because even though you might be attached to something else may be showing up for you. And then it's like, well, I now have to make a decision. But I really wanted this. I wanted to go this way, but that wasn't on the table, or that may not be a possibility, or that is the most riskiest, unsafest. Perhaps you shouldn't be going a certain direction because it's full of trouble. It's full of heaviness. And when I say trouble, troublesome, it's going to be more problems than it is going to be good. So yeah, it's just the energy that I'm getting here. So let's dive a little bit deeper and see what this 10 of inspiration is relating to the attachment energy. Okay. So we've got the 7 of emotions. Yeah, so this could be having to make decisions, and that's a massive burden for you. You don't want to be making decisions. You were good where you were. Why is this coming up? Is probably what you may be questioning or maybe challenged with. And sometimes there's just things need to happen because you're not in the right place. You're not where you're meant to be. And as much as we don't want to believe that, sometimes it just is, Gemini. And yeah, I'm just getting there's heaviness in making a decision and making the right decision. Maybe you're a bit confused. Maybe you're like, don't have clarity on what you're meant to be doing. But again, it's like it comes down to two significant paths for you. Are you staying? Are you going? Or are you going this way or are you going that way? So whatever you're being, I feel in some way, this is out of your control on some form of placement that you're in, but also in control of what it is that you want to do, okay? And you may not see it, you may not be aware of it, but this page of emotions energy, there's some opportunity that's coming on in, a new gateway, a new pathway for you that is connected to what lights you up. This could be a love offer opportunity that's coming on in for you, and maybe you're holding out for someone else in the hope that that's going to work out. Again, there could be confusion in some form of dynamic when it comes to a relationship. But sometimes too, I think sometimes with life, we want things that don't want us. It's like we need to prove to ourselves we can get it, we can attain it, we can make it happen. And then there's this other side of we're caught up in another energy, another thing, but then there's this opportunity ahead of potential that could be something special, but we're ignoring it because we're so fixed and attached to something else. But whatever's coming on in, I feel like there is an opportunity here for you to rebuild and connect with certain people. Showing up here with the Three of Materials, you might find that you're going to lead a new connection. Again, I just feel like there's some form of opportunity. It's like a blessing is coming your way here, Gemini. And it's interesting because it's like this is like holding you back. Something here is holding you back. And I feel like once you make a decision, everything like opens up for you is what I feel ends up happening. Yeah, and there's like some form of stable connection that's coming on in. This could be in relation to a job. This could be part of a community, some form of connection that is happening with another person. But this is related to usually career, success, leadership, mentorship of some kind. And then as we see the 10 of Materials with the Page of Materials, again, this is another offer and opportunity, some form of communication that's coming on in. It's like this new beginning, this new opportunity is going to grow into something more. But you might find too that with this Page of Materials energy, it's like someone likes what it is that you have, what it is that you do, and they recognize the brilliance within you and kind of want to clone that. So when I'm seeing this cloning energy, it's like you're pulling force from what it is that you know and putting it on show. It's being displayed. And I feel like this is where these offers and opportunities are coming on in. So you might just connect with people that start seeing, going, oh, this person can add a lot of value to what we're doing. And I just feel like people are going to start trying to pull you in directions because you're wanted, Gemini. And I feel like whatever this new beginning, a new opportunity that's going to present itself, it's going to connect you to a very happy and content place. And I feel even in this, some of you might meet a life partner or a very significant connection that's going to support you and help you get through whatever you kind of end up leaving behind. Because even though we might leave something behind, even though we make a decision to move forward or step away from something, there's still that lingering energy that kind of sits in and around, if that makes sense. All right, so let's have a look at what can best support you as part of this experience. Yeah, so you've got surrender to the divine. I mean, Gemini, I think that pretty much says, you might want something to work out a certain way. You're not ready to let it go. You're not ready to cut cords or ties. But Spirit is kind of asking you to please do that because we've got something amazing on the other side, okay, is what I'm getting. So let's have a look at what the challenge is in regards to this dynamic or situation for our Geminis. Oh, we got two. A fiery climax approaches. Believe in the impossible. I feel like with this fiery climax approaches, it's like you finally have enough. And it's like this full moon in Aries can be very fiery. And I think you just have enough. And whatever it does, it kind of is tipping something to the other side. And it's kind of like shifting your thinking, I feel here, because you've had enough of whatever's been going on and whatever it is that you're experiencing. And you're just kind of like, F this, I'm not doing this anymore. And a part of not doing this anymore, it's like you're starting now to believe in something else, something greater, something more possible. Because I think you end up recognizing, like, why am I putting my energy into this situation, into this person, whatever it is, and I'm getting jack shit out of it? Like, what am I doing? It's like you have this awakening, but you needed that breaking point within to be able to go, oh, okay, I need to go do this now. So what is it that Gemini needs to know that may not be revealed yet? What does Gemini need to know? Prosperity lies ahead. See, I mean, we see it here. You've got like so many pentacles. This side is just all pentacles, okay? So this is all about your wealth, your stability, your success, prosperity, whatever you want to call it. Like there's something pretty stable, pretty significant, pretty connected in terms of your goals, your aspirations, and your dreams. Yeah, I mean, that's what I see on the other side. So this could be a connection that you already have that's coming to life. But for a lot of you, this could just be letting something go, leaving something behind, and really focusing on yourself to create what it is that you want to create. But I think if you've been in a connection and in a relationship and you've just been used to having someone there, sometimes it's hard to imagine life without them or being able to do it on your own because you've always done it with someone. But in saying that, there is still someone that is going to come and be with you on this journey. For those of you that are in a relationship, maybe you're having a little like, confusing status, situation, burdens, quarrels, whatever it may be. And you're trying to figure out, should I stay? Should I go? Should I stay? Should I go? You see that if you just give it space and let it go, healing can occur here and you can get reconnected. But it is a big part of just allowing it to breathe for it to heal on its own is what I'm getting, okay? So, Gemini, good things are coming. Stay connected, stay true to yourself, recognize your worth, and do you. Because at the end of the day, great things are looking like they're coming. I'm going to leave that with you, dear ones. We'll catch you later. Bye now.